How did you get away with the most ridiculous lie ever and no one found out? So this happened in high school, and I still think about it. Because if one thing went wrong, I would have been completely screwed. We had this huge math test coming up, like the kind teachers warn you about for weeks, worth a massive chunk of our grade. And I did what every smart person definitely shouldn't do. I didn't study at all. So test day comes, I walk into class, see the papers on everyone's desk, and it hits me. I don't recognize any of the material on the review sheet sitting beside it. Like, not even a little. At that point, I had two options. Take the test and fail horribly, or do something incredibly stupid and hope it works. And for some reason, my brain chose option 2. Right before the test starts, I walk up to my teacher and quietly say, "Hey, I don't think I can take the test today. Something's wrong with my eyes." Now that alone sounds suspicious. So of course, she immediately asks, "What do you mean?" And this is where I fully commit to the worst lie possible. I tell her I had a dental procedure the day before, and ever since then, bright lights have been messing with my vision. Like everything looks blurry and too sharp at the same time. Even saying it out loud, I could feel how sketchy it sounded. She just stares at me for a second, not convinced, not buying it. Then she asks, "Did you go to school yesterday?" And my heart drops, because I did. So now I have to dig deeper. I tell her, "Yeah, but it got worse overnight. I thought it would go away." At this point, I can tell she's trying to figure out if I'm faking it, so I double down. I start squinting, rubbing my eyes, avoiding direct light, acting like I'm struggling just to keep them open. And she doesn't say anything for a few seconds. Then she goes, "If this is real, you need a note. If it's not, you're writing the test." So now I'm trapped, because there is no note. There was never going to be a note. I just nod and say, "Yeah, I can get one," which was a complete gamble. She pauses, then hands me the test anyway and says, "Sit down, try. If it's as bad as you're saying, I'll decide after." So now I'm sitting there, test in front of me, absolutely panicking. I write my name and maybe answer one question, then just stop and put my head down like I physically can't do it. After like 10 minutes, she walks over, looks at my paper, looks at me, and just says, "Go to the office." That's when I knew this got serious. I go to the office expecting them to call home, verify everything, expose me instantly. But instead, the secretary just asks what's wrong, and I repeat the same story. She looks confused, but not enough to call me out. Just tells me to sit and wait. I sit there for almost an hour. No call home, no questions, nothing. Eventually, they just send me back with a note saying I was in the office for a health concern. I hand it to my teacher, fully expecting her to push further. She reads it, looks at me, and just says, "You'll write it after school tomorrow. Bring documentation." So now I have one night to fix everything. I go home and actually study harder than I ever have in my life. Next day comes and I'm still expecting her to ask for the note. She doesn't, not once. She just hands me the test after school and says, "Let's get it done." No follow-up, no questioning, nothing. I write the test, actually know what I'm doing this time. And I end up doing really well. And here's the part that still messes with me. Weeks later, she pulls me aside and says, "Next time, communicate earlier if something's affecting you. Don't wait until the last minute." That's it. She never asked for proof, never called home, never checked. Which means she either believed me or she knew I was lying and decided to let me dig myself out of it. And honestly, I still don't know which one is worse.